All right, they got Diddy. They gave him 4 years and 2 months. Now, I tried to look up what the time served was. I was trying to rush to get out of work. So I didn't really see the article on the time served. So if y'all know what the time serve option is, let me know. But yeah, I think he been in there about a year. Now, the tripped up thing I did read is that they wanted him to have over 11 years. I think 11 years and 4 months is what prosecutors recommended. And the number one question that people thinking is, what did he get convicted of? The Mann Act. The Mann Act is basically taking women across state lines, I guess prostituting or tricking on them, and now every ninja gonna be scared to fly women in. Me personally, I live near a major city. I don't really have to fly them in. My thing, if I meet a woman and I'm out and about and I like her that much, then yeah, I get it. But you know, the Jane Doe was, some people believe to be 50 Cent's baby mama, okay? So, yeah, a lot of people thought that was 50 Cent baby mama. And, you know, she testified against him. And, you know, people be like, damn, this messed up. But, you know, a lot of people believe they really convicted him of the hotel tape. That was the real reason why they gave him time. And the judicial system is not fair. I say that, you know, and once y'all realize that, and I, like I said, I think he deserved every bit of that 11 years that he got, in my opinion. And for similar reasons to the case. Well, I won't say similar reasons. I just think he did a lot of people wrong, bro. For somebody that was supposed to look out for their community, bro, he did a lot of brothers wrong, bro. He did a lot of women wrong that look like him. Y'all know I have a short tolerance for that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And some brothers and sisters, you got to roll over. I understand it. I get it. But he did too many people wrong. How he did Black Bride was bold instead of getting them help. Allegedly, how he did B.I.G. was bold. How he did Shine was bold. I believe Shine. You know what I'm saying? You know, in my opinion. So for years, he you know, I just didn't like how he did people, bro. So just off the strength of that, bro, yeah. You know, and and the thing about it is, people love to defend. Black people love to defend the worst version of each other. I mean, when we do bad things, you know, they love to defend it. Well, the white man do it or that do it or they do it. Like, no, like, my opinion is, if you do something wrong and you understand your circumstances, I understand my circumstances. If weed is illegal and the car smell like weed, I give the cops a probable cause to get in my car. I understand if I get this tent and I don't have a doctor's letter or glaucoma or some type of visual issues that I need this tent, even with that, I understand I'm going to get pulled over for the tent because of because of what I look like. So I have to be prepared for that, man. So like I said before, you're going to have people say, oh, it shouldn't be that. It shouldn't be that way. Let me know when y'all want to what loke up and y'all want to change that. I'm down for that too. I'm down to change that if y'all want to y'all not ready for that. Y'all comfortable in y'all positions in America. And God is going to have to make y'all uncomfortable to get to where we going to have to get to as a people and as a society and as a civilization. And that's just what it is. You know? But, you know, yeah, I mean, he did too many. I don't like people that have a history of doing black people wrong. Just because the white man butt broke you, butt broke you, don't mean you gotta. Oh, I gotta get somebody I gotta dominate somebody. That's the train of thought behind Diddy. I gotta dominate somebody. That's the thought about it. I gotta dominate somebody. They butt breaking me. They dominate me. They got their foot. I gotta put my foot on my people's neck. That's what I'm telling y'all, bro. I don't have a tolerance for that, man. We should be trying to uplift each other. He didn't do enough uplifting for me, bro. He did so much damage to people, bro. Like, it's not even funny. Suge did damage and it was seen. He's one of them covert ass dudes, man. That's just my opinion. Now, what he was actually convicted for, You know, most people feel like, I think people saying that domestic violence had a statute of limitation, so they got them on something else. They got them on something else. So, I mean, you don't take putting hands on her. You got to understand, and this is my part, because that was for the part for people that was going to come in. Oh, you defending Diddy? I ain't defending him. I don't give a hell, dude. I don't like people that do their people wrong, right? You cannot get on the free. What are you doing? You can't get on the freeway doing 2 miles an hour hitting your brakes. What be wrong with people, bruh? Like, they literally doing 2 miles an hour on. You can't get on the freeway like this. And I know they probably old, and I ain't trying to be a dick about it, but that you can't get on the freeway like this. You better pick that speed up. Somebody gonna get hurt. The old person, you can't get on the freeway like that, man. You gotta cut a rug up on the freeway, especially over hills. But yeah, back on topic. Yeah, I don't like how he did this, people, but you gotta understand, when you go into the court system as a man, by default, you got a strike against you, whether it's child support court, criminal case, you the plaintiff, you the defendant, you a lawyer. Now, it's so funny. I had found an interview, and this is totally by fucking mistake, of a black lawyer. And if I can put it in this video, I will put it at the end if I remember. He was saying that he would go in and defend his clients, or go in and fight, and they would say, you know, the defendant ain't allowed to talk. They thought he was a criminal. He had to say, you know, one of the things he had to say, because he had to treat the judge with respect. Excuse me, Your Honor, I'm the lawyer. You know, I'm here defending my client. Oh, we're sorry. Oh, you know, oh, my bad. You know how disrespectful that is? You put all them years in to be a lawyer, and that's how they do you. But nonetheless, I digress. But you got to understand, when you a man, you got to strike as soon as you go into a courtroom. The courtroom is one of the most feminist places that you can find your black ass in, or your white ass in, or your Mexican ass in. It's one of the more feminist places you can find. It's no more feminine place than that where you gonna find feminists at, or more feminism against you at. Ain't no such thing as no real alpha lawyers. Let's talk about that. Ain't no alpha lawyers, and most of the judges, the female judges, they ain't getting no dick. You know what I'm saying? They ain't happily married. You know what I'm saying? Most of the male judges probably on the back door side of the game, on the protect all women on side, believe all women's side of the game. That's just what it is. You know, so you got to understand. The system is against you. Don't say you black. Bam, that's 2 strikes against you. So you almost to the end, my brother. You got a 33.3% chance of making it through, even if you're innocent. So, you know, you got to know your audience. So you go into that child support court, you go into that criminal case, you go as the plaintiff, you know, and ain't another man you going against, or, you know. So this whole thing that masculinity is toxic and we must, you know, cut it off. See, toxic masculinity and Diddy and all. That's what this shit was about. He wasn't like pimping these hoes out of state like that against their will, bro. He was tricking. But then again, now maybe it might scare some dudes out of tricking. Tricking can get you in a lot of trouble, bro. And I think a lot of brothers is realizing that. A lot of men are realizing that. Tricking get you in a lot of problems, bro. I've never advocated for men to trick. Never. Now, if you're dealing with a woman and you're doing things for her, that's different. You know, you're cool. But if you're paying for some pussy, you know, if you're paying for some pussy, you know, straight up and down. It's easy to get these days, so why are you paying for it? But that's when he get in trouble. He basically getting punished for putting his hands on Cassie. Now, where I say the system ain't fair, Cassie was part of pimping these hoes too. But I'm telling y'all, the system let women get away with everything. You got to ask yourself, why is the system so hard on men? Ask yourself that. Why is the system so hard on men and not women? They want to destroy masculinity. A lot of these dudes, like, I ain't gonna get into it. I seen a video about them people who got pushed out of who got pushed out of Germany. They got pushed out of a couple countries, and they came here and destroyed a whole bunch of shit. That's what you got going on right now. They are jealous of masculinity. That's why they don't really care for black men so much. Because black men, you know, and believe it or not, naturally has higher testosterone than any other man on the planet. Mexicans have better blood flow than any other men on the planet. That's why they got naturally, most of them have great conditioning. That's why they work so hard. They blood flow so well. But they're jealous. They hate masculinity. And masculinity, let's just take out the traits that they associated. They, you know, it's your deep voice, your hair on your chest, the hair on your back, your frame, how big and strong and muscular you are naturally. You know, they hate that, bro. So they attach toxic to that because they can't be that. So when you go into that courtroom and don't say a woman said you did something, they got visuals, they gonna penalize you for it. They're gonna use the women to destroy the last of the real men. And what you seeing, they raising sissies, you know, they raising punks, they raising backdooria. And also outside of that, you know, they don't even see that they're being used to destroy the men in this country. They don't see it. And when they see it, it's going to be too late. They'll be, oh, we didn't know. And a lot of the real men left with masculinity and value and traits that are young, you know, and that just happen to slip through the crack and still understand the game, they're leaving the country to go find women. They're traveling. They're staying to themselves. So for Diddy, he getting penalized for putting hands on Cassie. That's it. So he broke down crying. There's no point of doing that. Crying ain't gonna change 4 years. Keep your chin up and deal with it. So, you know, if it's 3 years and 2 months left or whatever it is his time served is, when they didn't let him go home after his trial, he knew he was sitting in that motherfucker. Everybody writing letters, I'm scared for my life, but you, after that happened, you were still dealing with the dude. You was cheating on your husband with her. And this is why he shouldn't have paid her. He shouldn't have paid her, but you live and you learn. You reap what you sow. So I appreciate y'all. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop video. Follow me on X, Instagram, Facebook, Instagram, Patreon, the whole. Now everything inside the link tree, other platforms. Peace.